Good morning, my classy people. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm your Speed King. I'm here at the Speed King channel. And I wanted to start a healthy dialogue on this question. Why is it so hard to predict the outcome of the Kentucky Derby? In other words, to pick a winner. Now, we all know that the Kentucky Derby is the most prestigious, famous race in the world. And every year we go through this ritual of preparing to see who's going to win the Kentucky Derby, the greatest 2 minutes in sports. We all love it, and we don't celebrate long after we walk away scratching our head. We start to talk about who's going to win it the next year. So again, why is it so hard to predict a winner or the outcome? That's the discussion I want to have as we move closer, 16 days away, to the Kentucky Derby. Ad nauseum, you're going to hear about the top horses and the top outfits and the trainers. But I wanted to, before we get into that later in the weeks, I wanted to look at a deeper dive. Why is this so hard? Now, for me, here are the things that I really do believe it's hard to predict. The first thing is the distance. I mean, think about it. 10 furlongs, right? We're asking our horses, our equine athletes, to go a distance that we just don't run in America, okay? Over a large amount of ground. And if that wasn't enough to add injury to insult, we throw 20 horses in a gate, and they're all immature. They're babies, right? We ask them not to crash into each other when the gate opens, right? So just the distance alone that we never cover, we ask our youngsters, immature at best, in a field of 20, to break clean, stay in your lane, and show your ability and your talent. To negotiate a distance that even the older horses really in America never gets to run. So those two factors to me are the biggest reason it is so hard to predict what's going to happen in these races, right? In the Kentucky Derby. Because the horses that we put in the gate are immature, they're young, they're still developing. We don't know what their tops are, their ceilings. We know what their bottoms are. And these horses improve and, go backwards in terms of training and ability. So the only thing we have to look forward to with the distance is the lineage of their pedigree, i.e. the dosage, which most people think is dead. I don't think that. I think that dosage has evolved as more influence in the breeding is becoming speed. But the fact of the matter is the stamina to stay the distance is probably the #1 factor of the outcome to predict. We just don't know the ceilings of our young equine horses. And to throw them in a gate of 20, which we never have 20 horses in the gate like overseas. They do that quite often over there in the UK and the UAE. We throw them in the gate, youngsters in the gate of 20, and to add injury to insults in front of 100,000 screaming fans. So the outcome is very, very hard to predict on those factors alone, if you ask me. Distance, which over a length of ground of 10 furlongs, which comes to stamina and speed and staying. 2, stay in your lane once the gate open for immature horses crashing, and the post position that they draw affects how they lose ground or get cut off. And of course, the ruckus of the Kentucky Derby's crowd, for sure, surely has an impact on the predictability of the outcome. Now, you turn your attention to the breeders and the trainers. For years, they tried to put together sires with mares to get some speed, to get some distance. Okay, it's not an exact science. And then you have your outfits, your top outfits, to put horses in positions. We call them prep races, to try to build up their stamina, see their quality, see their talent, see their ability, and hope they can negotiate 10 furlongs if they make it in the first Saturday of May. So let's start a healthy discussion. Why is it so hard to predict the outcome of the race that we all love, the greatest 2 minutes in sports? You know, we do all this stuff for 5 or 6 months for 2 minutes. And we love it. It is our sport. It is what we love to do. Let's have a healthy discussion, y'all, right here in our community. If you're not, jump in and have it. But let's keep it classy as always. I believe it's the 10 furlongs, number one. And two, the fact that we put 20 horses in the gate that are immature, that are still growing, that we don't know their top ability just yet. And three, running in front of 100,000 fans, screaming fans. The babies react. So that's my take on it, okay? We still love it. Let me know what you think. Please comment, make some discussions, have some healthy discussions among each other, and let's figure out, why is it so hard to predict the greatest race in the world on the first Saturday of May? Why can't we pick a winner? Why is it so hard? See Richie strike. Thanks, y'all. Let's start it up. We're going to have quite a few videos coming at you. We're going to dig deep into some other things other than the obvious top horses in there and things like that. But why is it so hard to predict the outcome of every year's Derby? And why do we love it so much? Thank you for so much. Let me know what you think. Healthy discussion. I know you will, as always. Stay classy in all that you do.